Quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right, you go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, back to Henderson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Brings up third down and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Here's Stafford. Looking at Stafford once, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Following the interception, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Now Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Henderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He's checking. Crash.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down at the 15-yard line.
Mike's 56. I don't think you got it.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56.
To the air again, Stafford. It's caught by Jackson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Gay's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out. And they do so right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st and 10, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with during a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And we will not see a run back.
Bitch, that was man-to-man. I got the interception, though. What the fuck is you talking about? That's man-to-man. I'm streaming. The game is in the chat. Look at the chat. That's covered. That's man-to-man. That's man-to-man. That's man-to-man.
3 touchdowns to this point.
You can't beat man-to-man. That's man-to-man. That's man-to-man. That's man-to-man. You will see. That's man-to-man. You will see. You will see. Watch. That's man-to-man. You will see. Come on, hike the ball so you can see. See, that's man-to-man. That's man-to-man. Just because you can't beat it, that's on you. That's man-to-man. How's that cover 3 when the man following them? That's cover. That's man to man. Cover 2-man blitzes, man. Is not man to man. Cover 2 blitz is not man to man. The fuck? Stop crying.
As they did on that play.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Then beat it then. Then beat it then. It ain't no different. Get your ass down. It ain't no different than you throwing it to motherfucking Kamara out the backfield. What's the difference?
A gain of 5. Good.
What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference? Figure out how to beat man to man. Figure out how to beat man to man. Oh, you not running the ball. You not running the ball. You not running the ball. You better keep going to that Kamara shit. Don't do it. Don't. I'm telling you, don't. All right.
On the ground, Kamara. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now.
Hey, was that man to man?
This is the first punt of the game for either team.
Was that man to man? Yeah, I don't know. You can't read the defense. You tell me.
Problem spreading to the punt
Oh
team
my
now.
God.
This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Only thing I do is just look at. Only thing you got to do is just look at the chat. Look at the video in the chat, and you will see what it is. Look at the video in the chat. That's why I put it in the chat. It's man to man.
3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out.
No, that's 4 yards a carry. What is you talking about?
But at the same time, keep advancing.
That's 4 yards a carry.
And that is going to do it.
But Kamara got 11 carries for 22 yards. How many yards a carry is that?
This is the NFL. And it's
Oh my.
EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Henderson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
You do know he was wide open. He just threw the ball out of bounds. It ain't nothing that you fucking did that stopped him. You know he was wide open. He just threw the ball out of bounds. You do know that, right? Oh, okay. Okay, well, yeah. He was. Here you go with this shit again.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get
what am I doing? I'm playing dime. You playing 4 wide receivers. You're not for the run.
So
All right.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
That's 13 carries for 31 yards.
Staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watch this though.
Defensively, a key was stopping.
You're gonna keep running the ball. You're gonna milk the play clock to 0. I know, but watch this though. Hey, the scores say differently, right? Don't the scores say differently? There you go. 4th down. Punt the ball. Punt the ball. Punt the ball. Punt the ball. Punt the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Harris returning. Powers through. And here now is spin. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Henderson. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific, because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.